Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Jamil. So let's see where market can move and how we can plan for tomorrow. Last time we discussed on here 11,400 going to be the most important level for the market. If any candle closing below 11,400, market can become aggressively selling on here. And you can see here after opening gap down, market trying to become negative on here. Definitely seller try to sell on here, but immediately market reversal on here and turn into become positive on here. So this is the beauty of the price. If you understand the price, which price is going to be the important for the market, so trading can become easy on here. Though it's a positive market, but we didn't plan to buy on here, but we had a small plan that 11,600, if anything above breakout 11,600, we can plan to buy on here, and 11,700 going to be our first target. But on the same day, market recover on that much of level that we anticipate to buy on here. But you can see almost from the bottom till 11,700, almost 400 point market recover on the same day. No doubt we did not even planning to take any trade in this kind of market, because generally you can see it was range. If it is range, if it is a gap down, generally it should be continuously downtrend. But that day definitely you can see seller try to sell on here, but immediately market turned into become positive. So it's a positive market, no doubt. And last day you can see after flat market almost hold for the first half, second half market trying to become positive on here. So right now it's look like market trying to become positive from the bottom side. Market trying to become positive from the bottom side on here. So how we can plan on here? In this market, you have to focus on the round level. Round level and small price going to be the most important for the market. So how we can plan on here? 11,750 and 11,750 and 11,700. This is round level 50-point range will going to be the most important for the buyers. And for the resistance, we can see 11,950 going to be the most important level for the market. As long as market will going to trade on here, we are not going to planning to take any trade on here. Suppose for tomorrow market open on here, which is 11,800, 700 in between market open. After opening on here, let the market volatile on here. This is going to be volatile market, because you can see at end of the closing, market try to sell on here. That means seller are trying to controlling from the 11,950. This is going to be the resistance for the market. And remember, it's on uptrend market. And what we said on our previous video, on uptrend market, always mark the low. This is going to be the latest low for the market. This is the low important for the buyer. If about to sell, then this low have going to be breakdown first, then selling can be continued. So after opening flat, let the market volatile on here. Suppose after completely volatile till 1230 to 130, after continuously become volatile on here, any breakout, or suppose if market breakout, you can see that after 1230 market breakout, which is like that, and 11,950. After that, as soon as it break out this level, then we can plan to buy on here. And as well, 35 to 40 point going to be stop loss, and 1 is going to be our target. But this plan should have to be executed on second half. First half market will going to be volatile. Then any breakout, we can plan to buy on here. Similarly, if anything break down after 1230 to 130, we can also plan to sell on here. This is going to be our first plan. After opening flat, we are not going to plan to take a trade. After accumulation zone, any breakout or any breakdown, we can plan to sell on here. This first plan. Suppose market after opening flat, and you can see immediately market made this kind of red candle immediately on that range, and next candle onward, again another red candle, and you short on here. Don't plan to short on here, because market can reverse immediately and you can hit your SL. The reason it's on buyer market. It's buyer market, definitely buyer must have to protect this level. So in this case, suppose after anything negative candle and next candle onward trying to become negative, just wait for the price action. If you see negative candle, then buyer try to defend this level. Then if this buyer candle, then definitely it will going to be a green candle. Next green candle, as soon as it break out this level, we can plan to short immediately. This is going to be the complete price action. Things on here become like after flat, seller try to sell, buyer try to protect. As soon as break this swing, we can going to short immediately on here as well. 30 to 40 point going to be stop loss, 1 is going to be target, and this selling can continue till 11,600 and 550. This range going to be for the retest, because you can see here this is the breakout level. No doubt it's on breakout level, market holding on upside. So it chances are very it can come to for the retest, then it can planning. If it is buying market, then buyer will utilize this level and take the market higher side. Condition, we have to be wait, because you can see after directly opening the gap down, it was complete an uptrend, and if this level going to be open, it's overnight will market this trend will going to be retraced. 50% retrace is also healthy correction. So you have to be wait for the first half, reduce your quantity, let the market volatile on here. Chances are very high after breakout, any breakout on upside 11,750, then we can plan to buy on here. That means if anything gap down, also we have to be wait for the first half. First half means 9:30 to 12:30. We are not going to execute any trade in this kind of condition. Anything after accumulation zone, second half 12:30 to 1:30, we can plan to buy on here, because this trend will going to be 50% correction within overnight. I hope you understand all of my points. But if anything gap up, reduce your quantity, because round level is there. 11,000, 12,000 is round level, and 12,100 is a pure resistance level. Suppose if anything gap up and market still on going on upside, be wait for any negative candle, that to be in 50-minute time frame. Any negative candle near on 12,100, even 12,050. Any negative candle that to be in 50-minute time frame, we can plan to sell on here, because this is going to be for the profit booking. All of the buyer who bought from the bottom zone can book their profit, and market can become selling on here. I hope you understand my point, friends. So let's check S&P 500. How we can plan to take a trade on a similar analysis, similar story on here. After opening here, let the market volatile till first half. Anything breakout upside after 12:30, we can plan to buy on here, and 3,900 going to be our first target. This round level going to be our first target. 10 to 15 point going to be our stop loss. Similarly, we need a price for the selling, because market is right now on uptrend. This is going to be the most important support for the market. If this range going to be breakdown, then seller need to make this kind of price action, then we can confirm that yes, it can come to for the selling, and we can plan to sell on here. Without, if market doing anything else that we plan, then we are not going to take a trade, because it will going to be volatile market one more day, because you can see complete in uptrend. So either market can rest one more day, so next day market can reverse. So be wait for one more day. If market is doing something that we hadn't planned to do, so we can take a better trade on next day. So let's take the stock, which stock we can plan to take a trade for tomorrow. First stock will going to be the Alibaba. It is also for the buying. You can see here after continuously upside, it's retracement and it's very big upside momentum. Next day seller try to sell again, but buyer able to close on upside. That means 120 going to be our purchasing level. 120 after opening flat. Flat means 190, 80 in this kind of range. If anything open, then we can plan to buy on here as soon as it's 120, and $2 going to be stop loss. 1:2 going to be our target. This is our first stock. Second stock will going to be the Netflix. Netflix is also for the buying. You can see the price on here. It's also for the buying. After continuously buying, it's a retracement. After retracement, buyer start to buying on here. And last day seller definitely try to sell on here, but it's a very small candle. That means selling pressure is very less. Buyer is still on there on the market. After opening flat 185, remember this level 185 or 186. As soon as it cross in between this level, we can plan to buy on here, and 1:2 going to be a target, and it looks like 190 going to be the next resistance for the market. But as soon as it cross 185, 85 and 50, we can find a buy on here. Similarly, $2 going to be stop loss, 1:2 going to be our target. I hope you understand all of my points, friends. If you understand, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Thank you, and thank you very much.